Kia ora koutou. So I have the simple question, what's wrong with the constitution we have now anyway? And I've just simply made a list. It's not all in one place. It has fuzzy edges and it's hard to define, it's hard to access and enforce. It's too easy to change and it's too hard to change. There's no upper chamber or even much room for sober second thought. Mostly still unbridled power and still the fastest law in the West. Awkward separation of powers, executive control of Parliament. The Westminster system, or even Geoffrey Palmer's Washminster, the use of urgency, the Bill of Rights Act, not enough bite, too few rights. Too much control, too much difference. Focus on civil and political rights at the expense of social and cultural rights. Weak judicial review, judicial activism, political interference in the courts. Where's the Treaty of Waitangi, Tikanga Māori, the Declaration of Independence, the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples? It's not designed to give effect to our international obligations, not enough protection for the national interest in the face of globalisation, not taking rights seriously. Too much flexibility, not enough flexibility. Parliamentary supremacy, the electoral system, and sorry, Paul, Epsom. Or Hariu, representativity of Parliament, protection of privacy, accountability of MPs, central government's relationship with local government, 1984 and all that. Citizens initiated referenda, the length of the electoral term, participation in the democratic institutions. Where are the incentives for long-term transformation? The health of the social contract, finding duty bearers and rights holders and balancing rights is hard. Limitations and constraints on the Human Rights Commission, the Ombudsman, Parliamentary Commissioners, the Environmental Protection Agency, and too much power in the hands of the Human Rights Commission, the Ombudsman, the Environmental Protection Agency. Often too few checks and balances within the systems, and sometimes the checks become unbalanced. Does the Cabinet Manual still mean anything? Are ministers effectively accountable to Parliament? Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II? Common law constitutionalism, Dicey Hobbes, the Leviathan and indivisible sovereignty. The Prime Minister, the Cabinet, a hyphen which joins, a buckle which fastens. Access to justice, structural discrimination, the Union Jack. It belongs to another time and place and was never designed for us here and now.